fundraising concert in Aid, Nepal. Dave and I have become more and more attached to this dear country and the people there. You can see why. You saw them on the video. They're just delightful. It started several years ago when we began communicating with some missionaries working in Nepal. One from Finland and one from Nepal. I think you can guess which is which. They invited us over. So in September 2013, we took the plunge. We worked with these two missionaries for 2 weeks in their organization, and then spent the next 2 weeks exploring this poor but fascinating country. We have many stories to tell, but we'll save them for another time. There we are on an elephant. It was during this first visit that we befriended Milan and Shuzma, whom you saw in the video at the start of the concert. There they are with their two girls. They have another girl now. We got to know them and the work that they do in Nepal. They run a charity called the Aanandit Charity Center and do a lot to help alleviate the poverty of those around them. They pay particular attention to the children and have a children's home as part of their charity. Once upon returning, our friendship grew through the help of the internet. And eventually we invited Milan to come over in January of this year to attend a conference and to see some of Canada, for instance, Lake Scugog. He found it very cold. I told him he would never make a Sherpa. We then made a return visit to Nepal in April of this year. We arrived on Friday, April the 24th. The next day, April 25th, we were in church. Saturday is church day in Nepal, when the earthquake struck. The first main earthquake only lasted 2 minutes. But to us, it felt like the end of the earth had come. It seemed to go on forever. After that, our plans completely changed. We joined the rest of Kathmandu, sleeping outside under the stars, as none of the buildings were deemed to be safe. Though thankfully Milan and Shuzma's house was able to remain upright, but not safe to be inside. The most you know what, we were pretty cozy anyway. But we did get covered in mosquito bites. The most frightening aspect was the frequency of the aftershocks, which came every 15 minutes. We were all in a state of shock, and rumors of a bigger earthquake still to come didn't help the situation. In the end, thanks to our family, we were airlifted out by a C-17 military aircraft, sent over from Canada with supplies and aid for the many injured and homeless people. You can see us there, I think. We're in the middle of the left-hand row. Anyway. Before we left, we saw some of the devastation from the earthquake in Kathmandu. The temples were really badly hit. We heard it was even worse for the villages up in the mountains, which were often entirely wiped out. Milan and Shuzma and the Aanandit Charity Center quickly got to work to provide relief to the people around them and to the outlying areas. They managed to procure bags of rice and lentils, blankets, solar lights, and zinc roofs, and take them to where they were needed most. There's the zinc roofs. Many tents had been supplied by various relief organizations, but the zinc roofs were important since the monsoon was fast approaching and the tents would not stand up to that kind of rain. On our return to Canada, we decided the best way to help was by sending money to Milan and Shusma so that they could carry on with their relief work. Many friends gave us money to send, so in the end we decided to start a charity, which we have called Aanandit Aid to Nepal. Kind of looks like the Himalayas, doesn't it? A little bit. And on behalf of the people of Nepal, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.